My name is Madison Williams. I am the system administrator and the account manager between eMate and Johns Hopkins Radiology. Johns Hopkins Radiology oversees all of the radiology equipment for Johns Hopkins Health System. eMate was mainly built for P&E, so P&E stands for physics and engineering, so our physicists and our engineers. Some of our biggest machines or assets that I can think of are definitely our CT machines, X-ray, MRI machines, and then just all the auxiliary equipment or add-on equipment that goes with that. We kind of track every single piece of thing that goes that's managed by radiology. And we have some stuff that we track for the university side of Hopkins as well. We have around 3,000 assets in eMate. We have over 500 end users monthly. Before, we were using a few different systems. So you had a system for the service ticket orders, and then you had a system for just asset management storage and just strictly looking at the database and just asset information. No type of data reporting tools. All that had to be done manually and on the back end. So you can kind of configure reports and stuff in eMate. eMate is kind of like an all-in-one type of deal. You have your asset management, but then you have your work order management, your service or your tickets orders in one place as well. And then you have the data tools and the reporting tools. It kind of reaches or talks to people in different roles within a department or even a specific industry. eMate has made it a lot easier. It probably saves me about 10 hours of extra work. I usually have to complete data tasks within 48 hours. I have a 48-hour turnaround time. I can get things done in the same day now. We have 7 facilities across the board that's using eMate. eMate works hand in hand with workflow actions in terms of internal processes, and then having those actions kind of show and be built out in eMate. So we have about 9 workflow categories and about 400 rules or commands. And with these rules and commands, they're attached to different notifications. They're attached to different auto-population actions for asset information. In terms of workflow processes, I've been able to use those workflow commands to build out SOPs, standard operating procedures, for how engineers need to complete work orders and what steps in particular they need to do so that eMate works correctly in terms of tracking certain metrics like downtime. It's helped bridge a gap between our physics team and our engineering team, which keeps us in compliance with state officials. I've gotten a chance to be brought on to different projects because of eMate. I've gotten to be a part of capital planning measures and reporting, working with different people on the analytics team to make sure that we are assessing our values for what they're worth, what we need to replace. Anytime there's something new happening in the radiology department in terms of a new facility opening or new assets being acquired, I will usually be brought onto that project, either on the data construction end or the asset addition end, like asset creation, adding the information, contract info, making sure all that stuff is connected to the asset and just throughout the different tables in eMate as well. My favorite thing about eMate is the way that all the tables are connected. I like that I can get to different information from each table, but it all kind of intertwines together. It makes my life a lot easier for how I want the data to be displayed or what types of data I want in the report, instead of having to download an exhaustive Excel sheet and just slice it up and dice it up and filter it to show what I need it to show. So I would definitely say 2 favorite things: the reporting tools and then how eMate brings everything together in terms of the asset information.